Hello po sir, ito nga po pala ang aking final exam report. The writing to and reading from files. So first is number, include, voice term, and number, include, voice term. So ito po is the necessary header files, voice term, and voice term are included. Next is int main, std point of stream file and file name text. So the main function is defined and of string object name file is created with the file name. File name text, the of terms class is used for writing data to files. If file is this is open function is called on the file object to check if the files was successful opening. Next is write data to the file and file hello world. So inside the if statement, the data hello world is written to the file using the stream insertion operator. Next is close the file. Close the file close. The close function is called to the close the file. Next is else. Else. If the file failed to open, the else block is executed and the message. Next is std point cout. So the std is enable to open the file is printed using std point cout. Next is return 0. The main function is in the program return 0 to indicate successful execution. Pointers and memory addresses. First, include. So the header stream is included allowing input and output operation. Next is int main. The main function is defined serving as the entry point of the program. Next is int num 42. An integer variable num is declared and initialized with the value 42. Next is int asterisk ptr. And num pointer declaration and initialization with the addresses of num. So a pointer variable ptr is declared and initialized with the address of num using the unary operator n. So the type in asterisk denotes that ptr is a pointer to an integer. The std point cout statement are used to point the following. So first, std cout value of num. So the value of num using the variable itself. Next, std point cout memory address of num. And num std and 1. The memory address of num using the unary operator end. Std cout value of ptr. And ptr std end. So the value of ptr which holds the memory address of num. The value std cout value pointed to by ptr. ptr. The value pointed to by ptr using the unary operator which retrieve the value stored at that memory address. Next is return 0. The return 0 statement signifies successful program execution. Liner and binary search. First, def binary search our target. So the function binary search takes two parameters r, which is the sorted array to be researched, and target, which is the value we are looking for. Next is low equals 0. It initializes two variables, low and high. Height low is set to be set the index of the first element in the array 0, and height is set to the index of the last element is in the array len r 1. Next is height and len r. So next is while low equal height point. So the algorithm enters a loop that continues as long as low less than or equal to height, and mine equal low plus height. Inside the loop, it calculates the middle index minus the average of low and height rounded down to the nearest integer. This is done using the operator. Next is if r mind equal target. Inside the loop, it checks if the element at the middle index r mind is equal to the target value. If it is, the function returns the index mind as the position of the target elements in the array. Next is if r mind target low equal mind plus 1. If the middle element is less than the target value, it means the target element, if present, must be in the right half of the array. Else. Next is height equal mind minus 1. So it updates low and mind plus 1 to narrow down the search range to the right half. If the middle element is greater than the target value, it means the target element is present must be in the left half of the array. Next is return 1 if the element is not found. So it is updates height to mind minus 1 to narrow down the search range to the left half asterisk if the target element is not found. After the loop, the function return minus 1 to indicate that the target is not present in the array. Next is data members. First, the def in self-name age. The init method is a special method in Python classes that gets called when an object is created from the class. Next is self-name. Self-point name equal name. Self-point age equal age. It takes in the parameters self-name and age. That the self parameters refers to the instance of the class, and the other parameters name and age are used to be initialize the data members of the object. Next is def get minus name and self return self name. Inside the int method, the values of name and age passed during object creation are assigned to the data member self name and self age. Respectively, the self prefix is used to return to the instance owned data members. Next is def get age. Def get age self return self age. The class also has two additional method get name and get age, which are used to retrieve the values of the data members name and age respectively. Next is creating an instance of the person class. Person equal person John Doe 2025. Outside the class, an instance of the person class is created using the line person equal person John Doe 25. This creates a new object of the person class with the name John Doe and age 25. Next is number accessing data members. Print person get equal name number out John Doe and print person get age output 25. The int method is automatically called with the provided values. Finally, the values of the data members are accessed using the getName and getAge method, and the results are printed using the print function. In this case, the output will be next is pointers and arrays. First, number include include stdio.h. We include the stdioh header file which provides input-output functionality such as brief. It main. The main function is the entry point of the program. Next is in numbers 5 equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We declare an integer array number with 5 elements and initialize it with values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In asterisk ptr equal numbers. Pointers ptr points to the first elements of numbers array. We declare an integer pointer ptr and assign the address of the first element of the number array to it using ptr equal number. Next is access. The first loop demonstrates accessing array elements using pointer arithmetic. We use a for loop to iterate from I equal O to 1 5 point. Within the loop, we print the elements at the it position using pointers arithmetic asterisk ptr plus I. The differences the pointers ptr plus 1 to access the element at the memory location. The second loop demonstrates accessing array elements using array notation. We again use a for loop to iterate from I equals 0 to I 5 point. Within the loop, we print the elements at the it position using array notation ptr. I this is equivalent to asterisk ptr plus I and provides a more convenient way to access elements. Return 0. Finally, the main function returns 0 indicating successful execution of the program.